All right, in this explainer, we're going to dive into something super useful, a way to create unlimited, free, disposable virtual cards. Seriously, this is a total game changer for keeping your real info safe online. So, let's jump right in. You know the feeling, right? You find some awesome new service, you're all set for the free trial, and then, boom, they ask for your credit card. It's that moment where you just pause and think, do I really want to hand over my info? We've all been there. And that really gets to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? With all these trials and the constant risk of data leaks, you kind of want to keep your real bank account on lockdown. I mean, imagine if you could just get a brand new throwaway card for every single sign-up. That would be amazing. So how do we actually do this? Well, the key here is a platform called Bybit. This is going to be our tool for making these cards. Let's walk through how to get it all set up. And getting started is super, super fast. Just search for Bybit on your browser or grab the app. You can sign up with Google, Apple, or just your email. Don't worry about the referral code, you can just skip that. Honestly, the whole thing takes like less than a minute. Okay, so there is one thing you have to do, but it's a one-and-done deal. It's the KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer. It's basically a standard ID check that these kinds of financial platforms need you to do before they can give you the virtual card feature. So what do you need? Just a standard government ID. A national ID card, driver's license, a passport. Any of those will work. You'll also have to do a quick face scan with your phone's camera. Oh, and the source material mentioned that if you don't have your own ID, you could use a family member's, but obviously you need to get their permission first. All right, once your account is verified, we get to the fun part, making your very first virtual card. And you'll be surprised at how easy this is. The application is dead simple. Just search for card inside the app and you'll see an Apply Now button. Here's a little tip. The address verification is not strict at all, so don't sweat it. Just pick the suggested options, do a quick verification with a code to your email and phone, and that's it. Hit submit. And this is the crazy part. There's basically no waiting. Your approval usually comes through in like 15 to 30 seconds. It's nuts. So in less than a minute, bam, you've got a working virtual card ready to use. Okay, great. You've got one card. But what about the next trial and the one after that? This is where the magic happens. This is the little trick that makes this whole thing unlimited. The method itself is beautifully simple. You just terminate your card and then immediately reapply. That's it. You delete the old one, ask for a new one, and the system just approves it again just as fast as the first time. It doesn't block you or anything. So to do this, you just head over to your card management settings. You'll see an option to terminate the card. The second it's gone, that Apply Now button pops right back up. You just click it and run through that same super quick application again. And what do you get? A totally new active card with a different number, a different CVC. Everything is new. The old card is gone, totally useless. So you've got a fresh, secure way to pay every single time you need it. Now, what if a website is a little picky and rejects your card because it has a zero balance? Well, there's an optional step for that. We can power up the card to make sure it works pretty much anywhere. So why would you even add money? Well, some websites do this thing where they place a tiny temporary charge, maybe $1, just to check if the card is real. They refund it right away, but a card with no money on it will fail that check. So adding just a little bit of cash gets you over that hurdle. And we're not talking about a lot of money here. A tiny deposit, just $1 or $2, is usually all it takes to pass those checks and make the card work on almost any site. But, and this is really important, I have to share this warning directly from the person who created this guide. They said, quote, "I never recommend depositing on any website. Do so at your own risk." So just remember, this is a totally optional step, and you should be careful if you decide to do it. All right, let's pull all that together and do a quick recap of the key steps you need to remember. So here's the whole thing in a nutshell. First, you make a Bybit account. Then you do that one-time KYC verification. After that, you apply for your first card. It's super fast. Whenever you need a new card, just terminate the old one and immediately reapply. And if you want, you can add $1 or $2 to make it work on more sites, but just remember to be cautious with that part. This whole thing makes you think about a bigger idea. Maybe the future of online privacy isn't about being totally anonymous, but about having endless disposable tools like this. What if real security is just having these on-demand shields to protect what actually matters? It's something to think about.